Alright, this is just a video that I made for my sister. I'm just showing her a coloring process that I'd use. Actually, everything in this video is kind of going to be a little bit different than what I usually do. I used a different program on a different computer with a different tablet and drew a character I'm not used to drawing. I'm drawing Amy Rose from, like the Sonic series, just because I felt like it. But anyways, so she really just wanted a coloring process, but I decided that I would maybe draw something and just do something like this from scratch. So this is me drawing. I could not get this headband down at all. It took me so many times, and I'm not even going to be finished here, actually. So yeah, it was kind of hard drawing her face at first. Every time I draw somebody or draw anything, it just takes me a while to go through it and get the mistakes, out, or make it look how I feel like it should look in my head. Though I don't really have like a mental image when I go in and draw. It's just kind of like I start drawing and then I chisel away at it, if that makes sense. And you probably saw like a little bit ago, I like selected stuff and like moved it around. I tend to do that like right here. It's just easier than like erasing everything and redrawing it, but I did that anyways. So like, this isn't perfect. Actually, later on, there's kind of a big oops that I do with the video. It's gonna like cut off the top part because I didn't even notice that happened when I was recording, so that's gonna be a bummer. But yeah, so anyways, this was kind of a fun part, drawing her hair. Actually, it was kind of frustrating because I wanted the gravity to be right too, and I wanted to look good, and the headband, well, I think I fixed that, but like I didn't like how the hair looked. I think I'm gonna fix that in a little bit. Like right now it kind of looks off to me, so I know I'm gonna fix it. I also don't know, like, this music that I have right now, it's by somebody called Joe Crotty. I found online. It's like Creative Commons, part of that stuff, but it's like really good. It reminds me of Homestuck, if any of you guys remember that series. Obviously it was pretty big. I got into it in like 2011, 2010-ish. It was a big part of my life for a while, actually. But yeah, like it just gives me that kind of vibe and I really like it, but I don't know if I should like, commentate while we're getting to the coloring process or just like let you listen to the music. So I'll do like a little bit of both. Back foot was giving me a little bit of trouble for a while. And then, oh my god, don't get me started on this hand. Oh my gosh, and the arm and the hand. I couldn't feel it. Usually I can like, finagle my way into making a hand look like it makes sense, like the one by her chin, but I just could not get it, and I was getting frustrated, so it was like, goodbye. Doing some more movement, yeah, because she had way too long of a neck. Yeah, there's me like giving up on the arm, just like, I don't know, her hand is somewhere behind her legs, or dress, who knows? It's somewhere. This is supposed to be a coloring tutorial anyway, so we're not even there yet. Oh, here we go. Okay, so like right now, I'm kinda like selecting colors from this Amy reference picture that I have right there, but making them softer, like, you know, like more pastel-y, you know, just like pretty. And I tried to keep them related. I don't really know color terms, so this is gonna sound so stupid, but like, I used the color wheel that you see over to the left. I used it by like just keeping the colors in like the same general area, but moving them like either brighter or like darker or like more like saturated or less saturated, just depending on what I wanted. And I just like to keep the palette all kind of together, but I'm not really good with colors. I know some people are really good with them and can do like some crazy stuff, and I want to get there one day, but like, I'm so lazy. This song is also by Joe Crotty. I just decided to keep all the songs in this video by the same artist, especially since this stuff is so good. So props to that person. Oh, this is a technique I just saw on Twitter, like maybe a week ago. You know, quarantine. But yeah, like just adding some like white to the like the inked, or like, yeah, the line art layer, just kind of makes it really cool. And here I am doing some shadows, and what I like to do is like, I don't know, I do different things, but here I just chose like one color that I wanted to be the shadow, and I was gonna put on everything. I made it a multiply layer over there, and like I wanted it to be like a purple because I had the pastel colors, so I thought the purple would look nice with it. Some people also like select colors based, or like select shadow colors based on the color that they're like, you know, coloring over. I said color so many times. I hope you get it, but like, I don't know, I just felt like sticking with one. It was just gonna be simple because like I didn't want the video to be too long, and I just wanted to show like some basic coloring, like, you know, enough to make just like a really nice sketch, or like even if you put a lot of work into line art, just a little bit of a coloring guide to help out with that, or help it look better. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, just to make it look nice even if you're not putting a lot of work into it. This piece took me like 2 hours to finish, so usually my drawings can take like 6 to 12 or even like more hours, just depending on how much work I'm putting into it, and I wanted to keep this simple. Right now I think I'm just going in and cleaning it up a little bit. I don't get everything, but because I do like some mistakes, I feel like it gives it a little bit of character, but you don't want it to look too messy unless that's your style. Oh, if you didn't see earlier, I added in Amy's tail because I completely forgot she had one, but right here I decided like it looked kind of off, so, you know, I'm just gonna move it. But I completely forgot she had one, and during the coloring phase had to go back and draw a tail. You know, shows how good I am. Here I'm trying to do a background. I thought maybe I'll try that. No, that looked really weird. Thought I would do this, like do something like weird and cool. Nah, it didn't look good. And then I remembered you can just draw a square in the background and then draw more squares, and squares look great all the time. So when in doubt, don't know what to draw in your background, just do squares upon squares. You can do different color squares. I just decided to stick with these squares, I think. Yeah, okay, and then also got a watermark it. That's mine. And then I'm like deciding where to put it, how it should look. I don't want it too, you know, whatever. It looks good now, I think, and then I just wanted to show the different steps.